Is this a hand? So we can stun their 2-drop. That works. We can displace it onto the mana tile, which denies the mana tile, and then kill it if it's small enough. Which it might be if it's Swarm. We can dispel it if it's like a Golem Metallurgist. I think we can just do this. I guess, in theory, we can play Ruby Rifter on curve and have it be okay, but I think I'd rather dig for 4 drops and just keep all this cheap early interaction. None of which is great if they just play a 2-3, but it's worth having the different options. Hey Thanatos. Crash says, calling it Embryonic Insight is going to be a cheap spell that transforms any minion into an egg of 2 more cost. That's Cascading Rebirth you're thinking of. Oh yeah, you can't not run Ruby Rifter, right? Ruby Rifter is the best. There we go, that's a okay Hearth Sister target. Actually, this is better. Healing Mystic, Frigid Corona. Which means we don't need... What of this do we not need? This will be good on curve, probably, because Lion are like their big minions. Probably Hearth Sister is the easiest to replace right now. Good. We need that. Light shall burn you. Sweet. We have plays. Also, clarification. I typed it wrong earlier. It's embryotic, not embryonic. Which caught me by surprise. Did I see the Mechazor nerf? Yes! Mechazor changes. For those unaware, this is really cool. So, Mechazor is different now. It's a 4 mana 6/6, and instead of being untargetable, it has Force Field. So, it's smaller, it's easier to kill. However, there's a couple of big changes. One of them is you can now build mechs. You can now build Mechazor multiple times, which I always wished was possible in the past. And the other big change is there are new mechs now. Chassis of Mechazor is getting a bit smaller. It's becoming a 2/4 with Force Field, like Night Watcher. I guess to reflect the change in size to both. The change in size and functionality to Mechazor. Right, what am I doing this turn? I feel like this Stunsteel is just going to get destroyed by something. Thunderhorn is probably better, because if my opponent wants to Holy Immolation it, they have to deal damage to it first, which is quite awkward considering where all their stuff is. I can equip this as a deterrent, but I don't know if that's very useful. This will be nice for cleaning up the Lion. Can send this down here, I suppose. Like, if I come up here, put the Thunderhorn up top, send the Hearth Sister down or away, it, like, encourages my opponent to run after it. Although, maybe that's not even good. I might put it in this corner so they have to bunch up around the Thunderhorn. But that's vulnerable to Immolation. Maybe over here? That puts them on the other side of me, which would be fine. I don't think I'm going to look up this. We'll keep hold of that for now. Sweet. This is a pretty sick stream. Oh yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be good. So yeah, Mechazor. So one of the big reasons Mechazor is now smaller and cheaper, it now costs 4 mana, which I guess is a little bit of a buff to Altarex, is that there's a new Abyssian card. So 3/2 for 2. It has Dying Wish, shuffle a Mechazor into your deck. I think that's hilarious. I'm going to play the crap out of that. That sounds great. Oh. Yeah, I hope my voice makes it through the stream. It should be fine. I've had lamb sip, got my water, feeling alright. As I said earlier, I'm gonna clock off a bit earlier than usual, which is a bit sad because obviously spoiler stream, way more people than usual show up, so it would be good to take advantage of that, but I need to rest myself. Yep, so he's over there. They're just going face. Is that an Immolation? Yep. Immolation then trade, I guess? Sure. And that's not too bad, all things considered, right? That's somewhat useless. So we can combo kill this if we want. That leaves us with 3 mana, which isn't very effective. Another option is just to stun it. But it might be better to run away. Like, I can play Stunsteel Defender, like here. Punch the Crestfallen. Maybe equip this? Sort of telegraphs what I'm trying to do, but... Okay. I can run away and play this Thunderhorn. And then use Hearth Sister to kill my opponent's entire board. Maybe. Let's give that a try. That could be useful. This scenario just feels Brome. Yeah, like, this is so much less scary without Raw. I think Brome is cool, but I don't know. He's a bit awkward. I had my first go with my Brome deck earlier, and like it's cool being able to make the 1/2s. The fact that they can only be in front of him is actually surprisingly awkward. Not only because of stuff like this, but sometimes you just have to walk up to something and hit it, and then you can't put your Crestfallen in the way. Like, you'd love to be able to play it here or something next to your opponent, or next to whatever it is you're targeting. You can lock off his Bloodborne spell by just putting a Provoke directly in front of him. Feels bad, man. Ho ho ho, that's gonna get destroyed. So we can do awful, awful things to them now, right? We kill this, we swap in the Thunderhorn, and then we blow up the board. Assuming this comes and stands next to... No, they played around it. Far too sensible for my liking. Do we want this? Hearth Sister plus this is like okay, right? So I suppose I can put the T-Horn over here. And just get in for 4 and kill this. My opponent can move up and attack it, but like this dies, they take damage. Seems fine. It's a bit sad against Holy Immolation though. Although not really, they have to like play another unit. This will be up though. Yeah, we're definitely ice-shattering this, so let's get that out of the way while I'm thinking. Like, maybe I should just play the Stunsteel Defender. Oh, sick. Yeah, okay, let's develop the Stunsteel Defender then. Pew! So I put this in front of me to body block or behind me as a deterrent. If I put it in front of me, it basically just trades for all this stuff anyway. Which means I don't need the Frostburn as much. And it protects the Ice Shatter, which is good because that comes back up next turn. The other option is just to like... No, let's do this. So that mech rework. Oh, I know, right? It's pretty cool. I think I'm excited by it. I like the idea of having more mechs in the game. It's nice to have that extra bit of design space. I mean, maybe at some point you can have a deck that is 100% Mechazors. Sorry, Mechazors. 100% mechs. Which would be fine, because now it's much easier to kill. You just have this, like, snowball-y... Well, not even snowball, because all the mechs are quite underpowered. It'd be more like this, like a swarm strategy, where every once in a while, you know, every few turns, you poop out a Mechazor and have a swing turn that your opponent has to deal with. Which kind of pressures their interactive cards, because they have to choose between... poo. Because they have to choose between removing your stuff with AoEs and removing Mechazor with point removal. I'd like to see faction Mechazors. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know how that would work though. Like, I guess... Oh god. Like, I guess the card that said... deal... Like, your Mechazor is now X. That is a lot of damage. That is hella damage. What's the best answer? So I can stun it and ignore it. I can trade with this and back off. I can Frostburn or Saberspine it. Those both seem pretty inefficient. I'm going to hold on to this. I think I want to just like bash it with the Thunderhorn, put Ruby Rifter down, and back off slightly. My opponent will have to come to me. The Rifter will be in the corner nice and safe. And then we can have a pretty brutal swing back using Hearth Sister. So if I go like this here, Rifter in the corner, kill this, give me a save sign. Sweet. I'll just step off. Nice. Alright, so we can deal with the big thing and we can deal with lots of small things. This is good. We have answers for the next turn. Hearth Sister the Lion next to the General. I don't think that's worth it. Like, Hearth Sister can do a lot more with these in play. We can either get an AoE off the... there's the immolation. Ow. But at least I draw a card. Right, so I think I just Frostburn, stun my opponent, run away. Maybe develop this for mana efficiency's sake. Is it worth it? I can punch this. Or I can like freeze them and just Ice Shatter this and not bother using up the Frostburn. Which gives me enough mana to develop a Stunsteel Defender, which seems like a great idea. There's a good chance we just die now. Okay. They've only got one immolation left though. Rifter's got to come in a little closer. Don't kill me, bro. It's a pretty tense moment. Like, I guess they don't have Raw, so even if they have Tiger and the third immolation, they can't kill us. And they've used at least one Tiger and 2 immolations already. They haven't drawn any extra cards. They also haven't like played very much, to be fair. They've kept their hand pretty well stocked throughout. Not committing much to the board. So they might be playing a more mid-rangey deck. Or just some kind of tempo. As opposed to like Swarm. Oh yeah, they play 9 Cliff Guardian, of course they are. Probably Divine Bond in there with Afterblaze. And now we Frostburn. Oh god! Holy crap. That's what they're doing. Okay, do we have lethal? 6, 14. We're not far off. So I can Hearth Sister this and kill it. Which means I can't Hearth Sister the Ruby Rifter next turn, which sucks. Punch the Conscript. Then what? So I guess we don't need this then. Ooh. Do we have mana for everything? So we... Oh, this says Provoke. No, it's fine, because we can Hearth Sister the Ruby Rifter in instead, right? So we move down here. Move in. Hearth Sister the Ruby. Attack for 4. Attack for 2. Yeah, that's lethal. Oh wait, what am I talking about? That doesn't work. We have to do this. We still have enough mana though, right? Unless that's a slow. It's not. We're good. Oh god, I need to not mess this up. I messed this up. I missequenced. Damn it! Oh no! Panic sequencing. Oh, I lost. Too complicated. Okay. Are we dead? Yeah. Oh well, I should have won that. I needed to play the tiger first.